Welcome back, basketball fans. You're watching WKCTC Basketball Weekly. Again, as always, I'm assistant coach Josh Kimbler here with head coach of the Stars, Daniel Potts. And just to throw out real quick, a happy belated Veterans Day to all you veterans out there. Thanks for watching the show. I hope y'all keep on watching. Coach, this last week we had two games, one against Dyersburg State, another one against Lindsey Wilson. In terms of confidence, which is what we always talk about, would you kind of like to elaborate on how our confidence possibly have grown over the last two games?
Coach, the Three Rivers tournament and the Shawnee game, it really hurt our kids' hearts. We felt like we were the better team, and we needed to fix some little things that we talked about daily in practice, and that outcome might have been different. So our kids really, hunkered down, kind of, so to speak, in our practice, and really paid attention to every detail that we talked about. We had a great week of practice, and with that great week of practice, our confidence began to grow.
Right.
And offensively and defensively, we saw our leaders being leaders because they're tired of losing. We knew we had another big game coming up, a JUCO in Dyersburg State on November 7th, and our leaders such as KRIS and CODY and Jacob and Marcus is even starting to take that road, Coach, in practice. Not in games, but in practice. They're starting to be better leaders, greater leaders, and getting these guys going. With that saying, we went down to Dyersburg Thursday, November 7th, and got our first win ever since our program has been reinstated in 2005 against a junior college team. So that's big kudos to our leaders and our kids
right.
and our program. Of where this program is leading to. It's a great first step in our destination that we always talk about, as a program and as a unit, and we're just going to keep seeing it grow, Coach. We're just going to keep seeing it grow.
Coach, we can get better almost every week. We talk about it all the time. Against Dyersburg State, we had 28 turnovers.
Yeah, Coach. We were very, very loose with the ball against their press, and in practice we were preparing for it. And getting that guy to the middle, Jacob Scott has got to do a better job for us of wanting the ball when the pressure comes, and allowing an outlet for KRIS and CODY instead of them try to dribble through the press and things like that. Coach, we have to do a better job of meeting our passes, right. Shorten those passes, and when you're coming to shorten those passes, you might even at least get a foul.
Right.
If it is a bad pass, but we just got to take care of the ball more. Every turnover is a possession that they can score.
Mm-hmm.
No, that was 28 possessions that Dyersburg State had the chance to score, and I think
right.
they scored. I think they scored 22 points off that.
Mm-hmm.
If we eliminate that down to 12 to 13, well, that's our goal, is around the 11 to 13 range. Coach, we just blow them out of the water.
Right.
But our kids fought. They played with a lot of heart. I think we turned them over, around 22 to 24. But we just got to do a smarter job taking care of the ball. That's just
right.
basically what it comes down to. And the kids know that.
It's all about the little things.
It's all about the little things, Coach.
Next, whenever we come back, we're going to go ahead and go over our game highlights of our last week against Dyersburg State and Lindsey Wilson College. You're watching WKCTC Basketball Weekly. Welcome back to WKCTC Basketball Weekly. At this time, we're going to go over our game highlights at Dyersburg State Community College.
Well, out of bounds play, Coach, right here. We knew they were going to start out 2-3 zone on every inline out of bounds. We had a set play for it. We executed it very well. We always talk about executing our plays. That was very well executed right there. Up in the line, the ball. DJ Scruggs get this steal, gets it out. CODY with the finish right there. Coach, we've been talking about it. We always want our defense to dictate our offense, and that's what we just do. That's what we did right there. We get the head up right here, looking good ball fake, Coach. We've been talking about that. Against these athletic teams, Coach, such as Shawnee and Dyersburg and even Southeast Illinois that we play on the 15th of November. They're going to be athletic. We're going to have to do some ball fakes from our bigs.
A lot of athletic teams will kill themselves if you just let them.
Yeah, be smart with the ball. CODY's got a great pull-up jumper going right now. CODY's just shooting the ball well. Coach has most confidence I've ever seen him in the last year and a half since he's been here, and you can see it on him. Very great pass. Got look off right there by Mr. Jackson. Great job. Great
Justin
job.
had a great game this
He
game,
did.
Coach.
He had a great game. He had 6 points and 6 rebounds. Really gave us a good impact in this first. Look at him getting the board again. He was active. He was active around the rim there. Step through. We really pushed it at him. And I always say it each segment here, when we push the ball, great things happen for us. Great things happen for us. When we get easy buckets, that's way too much dribbling. Too much dribbling.
You beat me to it. John Marcus.
Thank goodness we got 6'10" right there clearing up some mess. This team really shot the threes. Coach, they shot 41 threes. Dyersburg State shot 41 threes for this game. That's a 3 a minute. A little bit more than a 3 a minute right there. So, man, we knew. In the scouting report, we knew. And we contested them. Had high hands. Knew a lot of long rebounds are going to be. As you see right here. Cody with those 50-50 balls.
Marcus Burnett did a good job on the high hands right there, Coach, getting out on guard.
Yes, he did. Marcus, it's tough for Marcus to play in these big games, these type of games, because they're so small and they want to shoot all the time. He's not used to that. He's used to staying in that block.
Yeah.
But he did a great job for us.
Look, Cody again.
He's just tough right now, Coach. His confidence. We keep talking about that confidence factor with our team. And that's just all it needs. All we need. We need a big win like this. Head up here by Mr. Brooks. Look at that unselfishness right there. Marcus could have scored that, Coach. He's just unselfish.
That's the kind of player he is.
It's just the kind of player they are. They both room together,
Yep.
so they have that type of bond right there. Second half, we really played well, Coach. We outscored them the second half, 52-34. We played well. Jacob's really got that shot working for him. He's not relied. Last year he relied on the 3 a lot, Coach. This year he's taking it off the dribble a lot more, and being more aggressive. That's what we expect out of DJ. We expect him in passing lanes. We expect 3 to 4 steals a game.
No, that was that seal off right there, Coach. We didn't get a good call on that one, did we?
No, we it didn't go our way. We didn't go our way right then. A little floater by Cody. That floater, Cody's really worked on that floater. Yeah, it's done well for him this year. There he is wide open. They ran a little 1-2-2 at us, zone to try to mix things up. We were making a run, and Coach Barnett threw a little 1-2-2, and we handled it well. We went 2-1-2 offensive set and made some passes and got a great look.
And Chris Jackson did whatever he wanted to do this game.
Yeah.
They didn't have too many people that could guard him.
Great pass. Great two-hand finish, Coach.
Marcus has been doing a better job, or post these last 2 games of actually gathering those passes from our guards.
Yeah.
Against the Three Rivers and Mineral area, we'd make some of them passes and it just come right out of bounds because we had butterfingers at times.
Yeah. It was a big play for us right here. And I think went up by 1 on that play right there. It was a big momentum swing. Coach, we made a lot of adjustments the second half. We were down by 8 at halftime, and we switched on some screens and did some things like that, and the kids really executed our scheme the second half. KRIS with the push right here. Look at this extra pass Cody makes. Ooh, finding the shooter right there. Great job. So that goes back to that unselfishness again, Coach. This team is just so unselfish. They don't care who scores. All they care about is coming together and getting the win.
And the passing lane. Great job, Cody.
Got the push again off of defense. Look at Jacob right there. Whew. He's a sharpshooter, Coach. He is a sharpshooter. Better find him. Nice pull up. Nice pull up again by Mr. Schultz. Got the pushing on the pass right here. Get into our offense a little quicker here. Good extra pass. KRIS knows his role, Coach. KRIS knows his role.
Being patient, Coach. I like it.
Very patient right there. Nice little teardrop floater by Mr. Schultz. He's an expert on now. Just a little Euro step right there, KRIS Jackson. This was a big play, big play for us right here. Streaking down right there and getting the M1 right there. That's a big play for us. We kind of built a solid little lead by 6 or 7 right there, and we never really looked back after that, Coach. Wayne run the floor hard right here. They finished by Mr. Scruggs. It's one thing we've been working on with DJ, Coach, and transition right there, getting low with the ball, making sound decisions from Mr. Scruggs, and he's getting there. He's getting there.
Cody again.
Got a quick trigger. Way to find him, Jacob. Way to get in the middle right there and find him. Handling their pressure a little bit. They went 1-2-1-1 against us.
Jacob, big hands in the middle.
Moving the ball on the pass. It was a big shot, too. Need a talking point quicker on transition defense right here. Need a talking point a lot quicker. We got the hands in the passing lane, though. Nice little finish right there. Like I said, Coach, this was our first win over a junior college team in 7 years. Cody had a great game, 30 points, 9 for 13 in the field right there. I mean, just superb game. Very aggressive, as you can see, 11-12 on the free throws. Even had 5 assists and 6 rebounds, Coach. Chris Jackson had a great game. Like as you said, you complimented on him. He'd be able to do whatever he wanted to do, and that was the case in this game. Jacob just, I mean, he can flat score. He can just flat score. He's a scorer. That's what he does. Marcus right there, he gave us a big presence inside. 14 rebounds that we very much needed.
Mm-hmm. Got that one big assist to Jacob Scott.
Yeah, yeah. And then Mr. DRAFFEN played a heck of a ball game right here. He's playing well for us, Coach. Mr. DRAFFEN is playing very well. He's selling in his role, and I think him coming from Lindsey Wilson, transferring in from Lindsey Wilson, he had developed trust and a bond with us, and I believe that has finally come into place for Mr. DRAFFEN, and we're excited to have him. The rest of the game's out.
Next game is against Lindsey Wilson here. This took place last night.
Off the tip here, we wanted to run a little set. Tried to get the ball down low. We probably could have got it to him right there, but we were patient. It's fine.
Jump stop, use that pivot.
Good job, Jacob. Jacob had a great first half. He really had a great first half.
I got lucky on that one, Coach.
Yeah.
Here's again.
Marcus getting an extra board right here. Marcus was in foul trouble this whole game right here. I think he only played somewhere between 10 to 12 minutes. He's been in foul trouble the whole game. Jacob played great the first half. He wound up with 23 points this first half. Really gave us an offensive, secure. We had a pretty hard practice the other day before this game, and the reason we did that, Coach, is mentally, we know we weren't going to get probably too many blows our way, and we were going to have to fight through adversity. And I think we prepared them as coaches for this game. We would like to see a lot more defense on the defensive side, but played well offensively. Played well offensively.
Chris pushed the ball pretty good.
Again, I always say when we push this ball, great things happen. Great things happen for West Paducah Stars when we push it. We like to get that thing out quick right here, just like so right here. Wayne with the 12-foot. We don't want him falling in love with that, Coach, but he knocked it down nevertheless. Pushed by Jacob Scott. Him and Cody just got a great pull-up jumper. Great pull-up jumper. Way to find him, Jacob. Good seal off, big boy.
I believe that was a hand one right there. We didn't get that goal.
Dwayne run the floor hard right here. There you go. Pull up again. Pull up him and Jacob and Cody just got a nice pull-up game. Very confident on the court right now for us. Good pressure by Mr. Scruggs right here. We still want him making two-hand passes, Coach. We got to get him out of that habit of making those one-hand pretty passes as he thinks it is. But we got to get him strong with the ball, making two-hand passes right there. Great take by KRIS. Got to close out better. That was one thing I was disappointed in yesterday, Coach, was our closeouts. Our closeouts and our talking on defense. And I understand it was a 3.5 hour, 3 hour, almost 4 hour trip. But, that's adversity we got to overcome as a team and come together.
Justin down there working hard.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is. Jacob's just a lot more aggressive this year. And we need him to be. One of our plays right here, he just knocks it down.
It's a good
Great
screen,
screen by Justin. Great screen. Advancing the ball on that pass right here. Nice pivot. He's feeling it this first half. He was absolutely feeling it this first half. Some cutters through. The ball only hit the ground one time right there. We got a great shot.
Going to get his rebound.
Follow the board right there. You did a great job against their in-line out of bounds, Coach. I think we got maybe 4 or 5 steals out of their in-line out of bounds by just executing and playing hard.
And Cody's calling for it. Here he is.
See why he's calling for it, huh?
Right.
He can shoot. He can just fill it up. Yeah, we gave up 43 this first half, and we talked about that. Played a lot better the second half.
I think in transition, when we play good defense, we always get transition opportunities. One of the big things I think we've done a lot better in, as far as our bigs go, and of course, I work with them, so we're running the floor, and we've realized just because we run the floor, we don't always have to get the ball.
Right.
We don't always have to get that layup, or a lot of big guys, they run the floor, they want the ball, and they'll get upset if they don't get it. Well, it opens up everything else for our guards as well, and I think we're starting to understand that a little bit. Done a much better job of rim running in transition, offensively and defensively.
Bigs they're committing to run each and every play, and then that, like you said, that opens up our guard, and we got such great shooters and a great penetrator in Chris Jackson.
Marcus is
we're
killing.
we're getting easy shots. That's why we're putting, we scored 103 points this game. That's why we're putting up big numbers. Look like we built a 15-point lead. Great look.
There he is.
Great look. Look at that. Just killed him on that seal right there. Just killed him. I mean, that's what we talk about. Great touch.
Great touch.
Always talk about his touch. Less dribbling. We've harped on Chris Jackson, man. I know he's gonna watch this coach's show and smile probably, because he can probably hear my voice right now. Great pass. Great pass.
Watch Dwayne go up 2 hands. A lot of things just focus, Coach. We talk about things over and over and over again, and when they get it right, we still rep it. I mean, that's the way it has to be done. And like I say, a lot of these things just simple two-handed rebounds, going up and finishing 2 hands. Dwayne just faded away right there, attacking the rim. It's focus. And sometimes, it's hard for 18, 19-year-old kids to be focused for 40 minutes.
Right. KJ Brooks went up for a nice tip right there, Coach, being active around the rim.
KJ's played a lot better here lately. There he is. Zane got him a 3.
Knocking down a 3. That's what he can do, Coach. He can fill it up beyond the arc. He can really fill it up. Plays with a lot of heart.
Wow.
What a step through.
Wow.
That's just a great move. Great move by Mr. Schultz.
The move before the step through is pretty impressive, Coach.
I agree. Big boy cleaning up right there. We're still waiting for that big breakout game again for Marcus, aren't we, Coach?
Yeah.
Good back door, good finish. Dwayne leading.
If Dwayne gives this ball up at half court instead of when he did, he might have dunked it right there, because Cody was going to give it back to him.
Oh yeah.
That's that little focus thing that comes into play right there. Got a 4-man leading the break. Great post up by Justin. Justin works hard all the time.
Yeah. Look at our movement right here. Great movement. We had the defense twisted in every which way just because we moved. X'd out underneath. Nice little fancy pass by Mr. Scruggs there. Great finish. That's the way we end. We won by 24 right here. I believe Chris Jackson had 16 this game. Our guards really played well, Coach. I know Jacob had 28. Cody had 19. Chris had 16, and DJ Scruggs had 11 and 9 boards. So that's a great percentage of our points with our guards right there. And our guards really played well. Defensively, we gave up 79. That was the that only downfall. I felt like we were better than to give up 79. I know you do too.
Right. Exactly. We told them at halftime how many this team scored more points on us than Three Rivers did in one half.
Yeah.
So that was kind of a little motivational thing there at halftime.
Yeah, and I know they know today we will be hitting defense very hard. It'll be a bloodbath today out there.
Yes. Next, whenever we come back, we're going to have Coach Potts' final thoughts. You're watching WKCTC Basketball Weekly. Welcome back to WKCTC Basketball Weekly. Coach Potts is going to go ahead and go over his final thoughts of the upcoming games versus Southeast Illinois and Mid-Continent.
We got Southeast Illinois and Harrisburg on Friday, November 15th. And I'm looking at their roster right here. Might be the first 7-footer West Kentucky's ever played against. Big 7, they got him down on here, 7-foot guy. They got him, their roster looks like a Division I roster. I mean, you're looking at 7 foot, 6'8", 6'7", 6'5". I mean, we have to box out. It's a must if we want to be even, want to think about winning. We have to box out and put a body on somebody. They got some great guards. Isaiah Thomas, kid from Houston, very, very, very athletic. Very lengthy, around the 6'3", 6'4", about $185 or so. And, Chris Jackson's going to have his hands full.
With a name like that, he's got to be pretty good.
Oh, with a name like that, he's got to be very good. And just a very athletic team. Number 14 here, Jamar Rivera, can really get it out on the break and finish with the best. They got some great number 5 right here, Malcolm Hughes. I think he's averaging close to 8 threes a ball game. I think he's only hitting 2 or 3 now, but I mean he's got confidence enough. If he's allowed to shoot 8 threes a game, he could probably shoot it pretty well. Their big guy Alex, 6'8" from Houston, Texas, is a big force inside. Marcus will have his hands full. We gotta do a better job of getting 3-quarter defense. Straddling that leg with a high hand and not letting him have the ball. A lot of good things happen for Southeast when he gets the ball and they cut and move and gets that defense, chaotic. And we really got to do a great job of 3-quartering him and their 7-foot guy Anthony Young, also from Houston, Texas, and anybody they bring off that bench too, at that 5 spot. Jalen Carter, very sound point guard, a leader. Great distributor, struggles with the 3-ball, so we'll probably go under on a lot of ball screens and things like that. But a great leader, knows his role, knows his role very well. We've already talked the Pickett kid. He's also a backup point guard, very strong. They're going to get after it, as you know. They're going to 2-2-1 press us, trap us in every corner possible, and if we have 28 turnovers like we did against Dyersburg, we ain't got a chance.
They're going to dunk the ball a lot.
Yeah, they will dunk the ball a lot.
Yeah.
But I think our kids are going to respond very well, and we'll get this ball in the middle, attack this press with the pass, and make sound decisions. We'll be just fine. We'll be just fine. And then we also play at Mid-Continent on November 19th at 7 o'clock at their gym on campus. And Mid-Continent, we kind of have like a little rivalry going on, and it's always nice to play them and see Coach Parrott. They got a great kid, number 22, Humphreys, very athletic, very athletic, and Coach, he can play for anybody.
Yeah.
He can play for anybody. I know the game that we saw, he had around 6 dunks in one game, 6 dunks in one game. So, and he's around the 6'5", 6'6" range. Dwayne, Justin, Marcus will have their hands full with him as well. And he's their go-to player. Everything everything they do goes through him. And they got some guards that can get out and shoot it.
Right.
I know number 13 there. He's a big, bulky guy. We got to contest with high hands, and he can also take you off the dribble. Our pressure plug that we've preached has got to be there.
Right.
I know against Lindsey Wilson, we had 33 fouls. 33 fouls. We got to do a better job of moving our feet and talking often, talking early, and talking loud.
We just got a little. I think we got a little lazy defensively, and one thing that I keep thinking about, we brought Dwayne Morrow out of the game at the end, and he was playing three-quarter high, but not really.
Right.
He was getting a little lazy, and his feet were still behind the guy, and he was just trying to use his hand, which leads to reaching in, leads to fouls. We're definitely going to fix that problem today, Coach.
Definitely. That's not my number one thing we have down on there. I know we always meet every day and talk about what we want to do in practice and things like that, and obviously that's going to be our number one concern today. And then also wanted to talk about our press offense against, Big Continent's going to press us as well. We got to get cutters through that lane. Jacob Scott's got to want that ball even more than he has been, and be more aggressive. And because when he wants that ball, he can stop at that 12-foot range, as you've seen on these highlights, and knock it down. Knock it down. We have to have him wanting the ball. We need DJ Scruggs too, and we need KJ Brooks and Zane. To be ready to play when they get in this ball game. They got to be ready to go. We got to be more focused from the get-go. Right. We still haven't put a 40-minute ball game together, and this team is going to be scary when it does. It's going to be very scary when it does.
I can't wait to come on here and say we actually did it one day.
Oh yeah,
be fired up.
Well, I promise you, everybody out there will know that we'll be fired up. Also, I wanted to tell you, happy birthday.
Oh, thank you, Coach. I appreciate it. I'm getting old. We're not going to discuss how old I am, but
a reminder again, our next home game is November 26th against Dyersburg State at 7 o'clock. Thanks.